Hi, my name is Prasanjit and I work for BMC Atrium Orchestrator product. This is a quick video tutorial on how to use the BAO migration tool to migrate all your authentication and authorization data from BAO 7603 to BAO 78. Let's get started. In BAO 78, Access Manager is replaced with Atrium Single Sign-On to handle all the authentication needs. Using the migration tool, you can basically migrate all your user profiles and roles from Access Manager to Single Sign-On platform. A quick note, migration tool can only export the user accounts and roles from the Access Manager to SSO. However, it cannot export the user passwords as they are stored in an encrypted format. So, during the migration process, new user passwords are created. The new user passwords are basically the user ID padded with as many numbers as needed to meet the minimum password length of 8 characters defined in single sign-on platform. So let's say you have a user with user ID Sam. His password will be reset to Sam12345 to make it to 8 characters. Let's do a quick demo. This is my BAO server running the Access Manager and repository service. Now let's quickly log into the Access Manager to see the users and roles in there. Click the Accounts tab. As you can see, we have 3 users in our Access Manager: the administrator, Pmitra, and Sam. In terms of role, we have the 5 default roles, that is admin, designer, grid admin, repository admin, and user. And additionally, I have created a new role with the name support. Now, in order to export the users and roles, at first we need to stop all the platform services. Now copy the migration tools zip package and paste it in the Access Manager home directory. Now let's extract the zip file. Now we have the migration tools folder with the following files. Now open the command prompt and run the following command. Make sure you run the command from the Access Manager home directory and not from within the migration tools directory that we just extracted. Allow the command to complete. Once completed, we'll see that the tool exported all the user account and roles in an XML file. This file contains all the user accounts and roles. Now, copy the authorization exports.xml and place it in a backup directory. Next, we need to install Atrium SSO. For the purpose of this video, I have already installed it, as you can see over here. Now let's quickly upgrade the repository server from 7603 to 7801. Let's extract the installer package. Run the setup.cmd file. Click Next. Accept the agreement. Choose Upgrade and Existing Install. Over here, select your BAO 7603 repository directory. Click Next. Now, provide the Atrium SSO fully qualified hostname. This is the port on which SSO is running. Provide the admin password for SSO. This will be our repository hostname. If you have noticed, the hostnames has changed to the fully qualified domain name. Click Next. At this point, you don't want to start the service after the installation, so click No. Hit Next. This is the installation summary. Click the Install button and wait for the upgrade to finish. The repository has now successfully been upgraded from BAO 7603 to BAO 7801. Click Done. Once the repository is upgraded, we'll copy the authorization export.xml file in the repository folder. By default, the migration tool exports only the user and custom created group. It won't export the admin group or role from the access manager. As in BAO 7801, it's been replaced with AO admin. Now the optional part. For the remaining roles, that is grid admin, repository admin, designer, and user, if you want to still use them, you need to create a properties file to map the roles to the new user groups in Atrium SSO. Let's quickly do it. Let's create a new file and we'll name it rmnew.properties. Open the file and now map the default role from Access Manager with the Atrium SSO roles like this. So on the left hand side, we have the Access Manager roles, and on the right side, we have the new roles to which we are creating a mapping. Let's save this file. Now let's import the users and roles in Atrium SSO. For this, go back to the Access Manager directory and copy the migration tool zip file and paste it in the repository folder. Now quickly extract it. Next, go into the JVM folder. Now, BAO 7603 uses Java 6 and the Java executable file is located inside the JRE directory, right here. However, we have upgraded our repository 78 series now, which uses Java 7, and the Java executable is located within the bin directory, as you can see over here. So, in order to avoid any Java version conflicts, let's remove the JRE directory. Now go back to the repository home folder and open the command prompt. Make sure you're in the repository home directory. Now let's run the import command. Over here we are passing the role mapping file as an input to this command, as well as we are feeding the authorization export.xml file to this command. Now let's hit enter. As you can see, at this point it's importing the users. Looks like the import process completed successfully. Now let's start the repository service. Now we'll log into the SSO and repository console to see if the roles and permissions are successfully migrated from the Access Manager to Atrium SSO. Log in using the admin credential. Click on the BMC realm, Users. As you can see, all our users are imported over here. And here are the new groups that we created. These are the groups that were imported from the mapping file, and this one came in from the authorization exports.xml. Now let's log into the repository manager. Log in using the AO admin credential, as this is the admin credential for BAO now. Go to Manage Permissions. Over here you can see all our new user roles. If you wish to import the roles and permissions in CDP as well, the steps are pretty much the same. Upgrade your CDP to 7.8 series, then don't start the service. Next, you need to copy the authorization and the role mapping file to the CDP install directory. And finally, you need to run the import command again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more Atrium Orchestrator videos.